Welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Skyrim mod installation using Mod Organizer 2. In this video, you will learn each step of the mod installation. The slow mouse movement is intentional. This is to allow you to be able to follow each click, each folder navigation, and each file dragging. You will not be lost. Relax, take it slow, and have fun modding.
Chapter 1: The Essentials.
Right-click on Skyrim Special Edition Mods Archive and choose to extract it to a folder. Go inside the Skyrim Special Edition Mods folder. Navigate to the 00 Essentials folder. Double-click on the Mod Organizer 2 installer to begin installing it. Install it wherever you want, in my case, Drive D. Create a shortcut on your desktop. Don't launch Mod Organizer 2 just yet. Open the second archive. Go inside the folder within it. Put the archive window aside. Now open your Skyrim folder because we will be copying some files into it. Go back to the archive window. Left-click and hold the mouse button. Drag from the bottom all the way up to this T folder. Drag those files into the Skyrim folder. Close the Skyrim folder and close the archive window. Now this is very important. Right-click on the Mod Organizer 2 icon. Choose Run as Administrator. If you don't do this, Mod Organizer 2 will spit out errors later. Choose Create a Portable Interface. Choose Skyrim, of course. Take note the folder where the new instance and data are going to be saved in. We'll be going there a lot. The second to the left button is what we use to install mods. Remember that button well. Navigate to your Skyrim Special Edition Mods folder and go inside the 00 Essentials folder. Click on the archive marked second, then click Open. It means bad. We need to fix this. Click the green arrow on the warning message to make it go away. Click on the arrow to expand the tree. Right-click on Data. Choose Set as Data Directory. Notice that the red warning text has turned green and says everything looks valid. Remember how to do this. Click OK. Click on the text second. Add the names KZ. Click the box to enable it. Look at the box at the top of the window. That's the mod counter box which tells how many mods are active. Let's install the next mod. Click the button to find the third mod. Click Open. Click Manual and see if there are red warnings. If it's green and valid, then it's good. Click OK. Click on the box to enable the mod we just installed. This is what you'll be doing for a long time. It's very repetitive. You open to find the mod you want to install. You click manual to see if it's green and valid, and then you click the box to finally enable the mod. Majority of the time, when you install a mod, you will see it show up under the plugins tab just like right now. As long as you don't get lazy when it comes to choosing manual in order to see if there are problems with a mod you're trying to install, you'll be fine. There are mods where you will be presented with choices while installing. Remember, our version for Skyrim Special Edition is 1.5.97. Always choose that. Anyway, just keep following along the installation process, because it's the same thing over and over again. Notice the toolbar on the upper right area. In order to play Skyrim, we need to choose SE, click Run and wait for the game to load. I'm just playing with the mouse arrow while waiting. My computer is slow. Start a new game. It's important to always start a new game when installing a lot of mods and not continue from a save file. This prevents corrupted save files. Skyrim Unbound Reborn allows us to quickly start without having to go through the original intro. Press the escape key to access the menu. Click Mod Configuration to see the mods that we can play with so far. Skyrim Unbound allows us to begin with almost anything and anywhere we want. Feel free to customize this mod to your liking, and when you're done, click Set Profile so you can use it next time in a new game. You managed to get in the game without crashing. Good job. You've done everything correctly. Now take a break since you'll be installing even more mods later.
Chapter 2, Animation and Improved Character Maker.
You have rested well, I hope. Now back to work. Click the Open button and navigate to the 01 Animation and Improved Character Maker folder. Choose the archive marked first and open it. Click Manual and see if it's valid and green. Click OK. Nemesis is an important tool for installing mods with animations and skeletons. Remember this. Enable Nemesis. Go to the tool drop-down and we shall be adding Nemesis there. Click Edit. The button on the far left is the Add File button. Click it and choose to add from file. Remember the file and data save location I told you to remember about. Navigate to the modding folder and go inside the MO2 folder. Go inside the mods folder and then go inside the Nemesis folder. Go inside the Nemesis engine folder and finally choose Nemesis Unlimited Behavior.exe file. Click Open. You're now back to the Modify executable window. Click Apply and then click OK. Click the toolbar again and now you'll see Nemesis has been added. We will use Nemesis each time we want to add animations or skeletons into the game. Now install the second mod. You already know the process. Choose the mod, click Manual, check if it's valid, click OK. Enable mod. Very simple, you've got it already. The XP32 maximum skeleton is very important for custom animations. Be sure to follow the choices being picked as we install it. To summarize, we are picking choices that would allow the characters to be compatible with bodies that have physics applied to them by mods. If you want to see jiggly body parts, you have to install this correctly. For animation variants, you are free to choose. Schlongs of Skyrim is for animated ding-dongs. Of course, pick this one. Deadly Mutilation is for our violent gore mod later. Body Slide and Outfit Studio is a tool for editing bodies. It also improves the character maker inside the game, which we will see later. Calendar's Beautiful Bodies Enhancer provide us with better looking bodies. You can use Body Slider to choose pre-made bodies for the game which will affect all characters. Although you are free to choose, let's stick to my choices for now so you'll experience the same thing. You can always redo this later. The race menu and body morphs are extremely important. Choose them so we can modify the beautiful bodies inside the game. Sometimes when enabling a mod, it can take a while to register. Just be patient. The CBBA 3BA are improved bodies as well. More choices, the better. Let's pick the base install and pre-build body mesh options to add them to our possible bodies. The following options are for physics, like breast and butt jiggles. Actually, a lot of body parts jiggle. Follow the choices for now, but feel free to change them later after you've gotten used on how to install mods. Let's pick the floppy ding-dongs for Schlongs of Skyrim. Definitely pick CBBA 3BA morph sliders so we can change the sizes of body parts in the game. The CBPC format installer is another important requirement for good-looking physics in the game. Very important, choose Skyrim Special Edition and carefully choose version 1.5.97. If you choose the wrong version, physics and skeletons will glitch out in the game. The CBPC equipment physics mod is to also apply physics to our weapons. They will dingle and dangle just as well as your breasts, butts, and schlongs. The HDT-SMP mod is for more physics stuff. Dynamic Animation Replacer allows us to use animations not originally found in the game. Very important. Race menu is what we need to see and use all of the bodies and morphs that we installed earlier. It's a total overhaul of the character maker. Do you remember that we installed skeletons and bodies? Now it's time to use Nemesis to make the game recognize them. Go to the toolbar and choose Nemesis. Click Run. It may or may not show up in front, so just watch your icons on the taskbar. Mine is on the side to the right. Click the new Nemesis icon when it shows up. Since it's our first time running it, there will be errors. Click OK on them, then click Update Engine. Afterwards, click Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. There are many options for mods at the top of the screen, but we don't have any of those. Just ignore them for now. Later, when we add certain new animations, we will definitely see them show up on that list and we will have to enable them. You will see later in the next chapter. Some old mods require a file called FNIS. FNIS basically does the same thing that Nemesis does, but it's outdated. To circumvent the FNIS requirement, Nemesis creates a fake FNIS file, which you'll see later. Anyway, here, I highlighted the skeleton that Nemesis recognized, meaning that it should now work properly. Close Nemesis. Now it's time to test the game. Go to the drop-down toolbox and choose SKSE and click Run. The best practice when installing a lot of new mods is to always make a new game. The reason for this is that certain data from mods can get saved right into your save file itself. Sometimes, it can get corrupted if too many mods are installed at a later time. Since we're just beginning, let's always start from a new game, at least until we're finally done installing everything. Right now, you'll see the body physics mods that we installed added to the mod configuration menu. We don't have to touch them. Just go to Skyrim Unbound and try to make whatever start you want us, so you'll get used to it. My favorite is Riverwood since it's easy to test things there. There's a good amount of innocent people living there. Outside, there are wolves that might pounce on you. If you travel to the nearby mining area, you'll encounter bandits. The scenery is also beautiful, so you'll notice it once we install graphics mods later. Dual-wielding weapons is good for cutting off arms, which we will see later after we install the combat mods. Two-handed weapons are good for cutting people in half. Don't forget to save your preset for easier access later. Saving profiles or presets is enabled with the use of JContainers, which we installed during the Essentials chapter. Behold your new character maker. Notice all the new body slider options that we can change. You can make almost any body part bigger or smaller. You can move them around. You can even set your height and weight. There are so many things you can play with now. Let's check out some of them. I want a redhead. Let's change her hair color. The controls can be found on the lower left area of the screen if you are wondering. On the upper right of the screen are more tabs where you can do more stuff. Sculpt lets you make changes to the face of your character. It functions similarly to ZBrush or Maya or 3ds Max or Blender. You hold the right mouse button to rotate the head, use the middle mouse button to zoom in and out, and you click or hold the left mouse button to make changes to the face. Radius changes the size of the circle, while strength affects how much you'll affect the area within the circle. Oh no, she looks like she got punched by Mike Tyson. Let's revert it so we'll have a pretty red head again. Much better. She's beautiful again. Now go to the camera tab and try the controls there to change your view. Go to presets and save your character's presets so we won't have to remake her again later.
Everything all right?
Now it's time to see if all the physics mods we've installed are working.
Only burglars and vampires creep around after dark. So which are you?
Press tab to open your menu and choose items. Go to your apparel tab and click on your clothes to take them off. Oh yes, beautiful body. Now jump around to test your jiggle physics. If your character jiggles beautifully, then you have correctly installed all the mods so far.
Get
Good
away
job.
from me.
Feel free to admire the physics. Play around. We're done for this chapter. Now take a break and then proceed to the next chapter when you're ready. Oh, and don't worry. I put the mosaic there. It's not really in the game. You know how easily people are offended these days even though it's just the human body.
Chapter 3, Optional Animation and Graphics.
Welcome back. Let's continue with the mod installation. Go to the Plugins tab on the right, scroll down and you should see the FNIS file produced by Nemesis. Enable it. Click the Open button and navigate to the 02 Optional Animation and Graphics folder. Begin with the mod marked first. You already know how to do this. Just follow along the choices until the very last mod. Since we are installing eating animations, this means that we will be using Nemesis at the very end to get those registered again. You might be wondering why we keep on clicking manual when installing. The reason is, not all mods are packaged in their archives properly. Sometimes, the files won't be in the data folder. This is why we always check by clicking manual. If it's not properly structured, we will see red text. Thankfully, fixing those things is very easy, and all we have to do is right-click on the data folder and select that as data directory. I love huge splatters of blood. Larger blood drips as well. Blood makes battles seem more violent and fun. Although unrealistic, I love bright red blood because even if it's cartoonish, it looks vibrant and gives a sense of extreme battle. EVG Animation Variance gives our character nice idle animations. Sometimes our character will use their hand to shield their eyes from the sun. Sometimes they'll try to catch falling snow. They'll also hold torches and items differently from time to time. It definitely livens up our characters. Okay, now it's time to run Nemesis to register our eating and new idle animations. Go to the drop-down toolbar, choose Nemesis, click Run. Click Update Engine, and after that click Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Notice how Nemesis already found the eating animations. You can always look at the text at the center to see which animation and skeleton mods Nemesis has found. Close Nemesis, and in the drop-down toolbox, pick SE. Hit Run to start the game. Start a new game. Kia, Fusrota. Check out the Animated Eating mod. Let's pick some options and assign an eat and drink key. I would set mine to right Ctrl K. Go to Enhanced Blood mod. Disable screen blood and put minimal damage to 0%. This will make blood splatters huge on the very first hit. I love blood. Go to Skyrim Unbound and load a preset so we can begin testing the food animation. Once again, go to preset and load what we created earlier and then begin the adventure. Oh no, there's no food in the bag. Let's go to the shop and buy some food.
Wait, so costume? You're not serious.
You're
Sure I
kinda
am.
fuzzy.
We got some fur.
Orgnar, are you listening?
We got rooms and food. Drink. Take a look. Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
You can open your bag and click on a food or drink. Later, you can try
Did you
pressing
hear
the
me?
key you assigned to eat
Yep,
or drink
ale's
as well.
going bad.
Nice, you
I guess you don't have
successfully
potatoes in
installed
yours
the
after
eating
all.
animations.
Just make sure we
Let's
get a
try
fresh
a few
batch
more
of
just to see if it'll be perfect.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got
You
a
can
clean
sit
bug
down
around
and
here
eat.
somewhere.
It will ask you if you want to play specific table animations. Choose yes for fun. Now that you've eaten,
corn
let's
stores are
try the
getting low
enhanced
again,
blood.
Ragnar.
Let's attack poor Ragnar and make him bleed.
And
Yeah.
you'll take
Kill,
care of it?
Kill.
Don't I
I'm the
always?
innkeeper. I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I?
Bleed for me, Ragnar. Bleed.
Never should have come here. I cannot best.
Oh yes. Look at that blood splatter. So beautiful, so vibrant. Yes, love more blood.
This way.
Okay, we're done for now. Take a break and continue when you're ready, or go around and make the entire town bleed if you want.
Chapter 4, Combat and Gameplay.
Good, you're back. Now we shall install mods that will bring beautiful gore and violence to the game. Navigate to the 03 Combat and Gameplay folder and install Deadly Mutilation. Sometimes there won't be a name for the mod. Click the drop-down box and you'll see it there. Choose it and proceed as usual. You know how this goes. Open file, click manual, check if it's green and valid, click OK, then click enable. It's as easy as chopping off a fallen guard's head. Deadly children doesn't mean they are dangerous. It means we can kill them just like the grown-ups. We're coming for you, children of Skyrim. Deadly combat allows us to stagger enemies if we hit them. If you hit them with a hard attack, they'll stagger and you can make them bleed more. Maximum carnage adds even more gore. Guts will spill out, skulls will get broken, eyes will be gouged out. It's the sweet ultra-violence that I crave. Heartbreaker allows you to rip off the heart of an essential character. Everybody can be killed, nobody is safe. Red, this is bad. Look for data, right-click it and then choose Set Data as Directory. Everything will be valid now. Click OK. Since we installed new animations for death and gore, we have to use Nemesis to register them. From the toolbar, choose Nemesis, click Run. Click Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Close Nemesis. From the toolbar, select SE, but before we start the game, go back to the Skyrim Special Edition mods folder, open the Skyrim test spawn list text file. We're going to use it as reference to spawn enemies that we will murder. Put that text file somewhere you can easily read. Now hit run to start the game. While we're waiting to load, here are our codes and how to use them. Hit the tilde key to bring up the console in the game. Then you type the following codes: TGame enables God mode, player.placeAdme, followed by enemy address, followed by how many you want makes them spawn in the game. Don't worry, you'll see me take those. Choose the Deadly Mutilation mod. Set both mutilation chance and health percentage limit to 100%. This will ensure that we see gore. Go to Enhance Blood and choose the same options we did before. Go to Heartbreaker and assign a key to rip hearts out. Also enable Essential NPCs so we can kill them. Save your profile or preset. Go to Maximum Carnage, choose Humanoids, enable Screams. I want to hear people scream horrifically as they die. Now go to Skyrim Unbound, load a preset, and let's begin. Load your pretty redhead girl and let's begin murdering people. I am the Mutilator. This is your end. Press the tilde key, which is under the escape key, to bring up the console. Type TGM to enable God mod. Let's cross the river and spawn some people to kill there. Press tilde key to open the console. Type player.placeAdme space 001068FE space 1. This will spawn one poor bandit to kill. Kill him.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Beautiful. His skull just got bashed into a million pieces. Listen to that scream. Ah, the joys of ultraviolence. Let's spawn some more. There's a shortcut. Open the console. Press the up arrow key and it will show the last thing you typed. Easy.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Yes, 10 bandits for me to rip and tear. Die, 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 die. Blood, more blood, yes. Spill your guts for me, ugly bandits. Show me your arms. I want to see your skulls.
Stab you in the back.
Hard, stop interrupting me from murdering you. Don't move around too much. I want to mutilate you violently. That was totally satisfying. Oh yes. Did you hear them scream? Oh ha 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 ha. Let's try spawning a child. There seems to be a problem with the code. Maybe we'll just have to hunt one down. Let's go child hunting. On second thought, let's try to murder some Stormcloaks. Time to meet your maker, Stormcloaks. Die! Let's try to cut them in half with a great sword when I'm done with them. They'll be half the man they used to be.
There's no escape. Show me what you
Great success, half man down. Oh, beautiful intestines. Look at him go. Okay, now let's go child hunting. Children, don't talk to strangers, or you'll meet a murderous stranger like this lady. Oh, I found one. Too bad he'll never get to grow up anymore. Okay,
I heard
kill
Luke
him.
and yelling the other day about a thief breaking into a store. Leave me alone!
Nice, the Deadly Children mod works. Now let's continue installing the remaining mods. No limits for lifting bodies makes it easier for us to pick up almost anything, including chopped up body parts and halflings, also known as the people we sliced into two. Violence mod helps with setting up great camera views when we murder people. Very great to have. You can even set which killing moves you can perform. NARC prevents animals from reporting our murderous crimes to guards. Strange but true. Believable Crime Report Radius decreases the distance that people can see us committing crimes. TK Dodge allows us to dodge in the game. Replace to step dodge allows us to have the option of sidestepping instead of just rolling to the front to dodge. WeightMorphs allow us to get fat by eating too much and also to lose weight by running around and fighting. True Directional Movement allows us to control our character like it's in a modern 3D world game. The camera isn't attached to our player's back, the camera actually floats and our character moves around. Since we installed new animations, let's run Nemesis again. You already know how. Usually when a lot of new animations are installed, the engine needs to be updated. Look at this for example. See, it wants to be updated. Choose Update Engine. Next, look at the list of mods in the window. You'll see that it now has True Directional Movement, Ultimate Combat TK Dodge and Ultimate Dodge mods. We just installed those. We need to enable them in Nemesis so that it could work on them. Now choose Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Notice that the mods that Nemesis has worked on is now listed. Very good. Close Nemesis, choose SE and then hit Run to start the game. Just follow the settings like before. For TK dodge, we will disable double taps because it will get annoying to accidentally dodge. We'll also allow step dodges to happen. For Violence mod, we'll set up a static third-person camera setup and we will enable all killing moves, and we will also be activating killing moves using left attacks. Of course, we will also save a profile or preset for this. Last enemy restriction means only the last enemy get be killed in a beautiful way. No, we want every enemy to be killed in glorious manner, so always disable those. Be sure to enable left attacks. If you don't, we'll never beautifully kill enemies using attacks coming from the left hand. In WeightMorphs, we can define the value of light, medium, and heavy foods. The higher the value, the more fattening they get. Morph high means the values of the maximum fatness our different body parts can achieve. We want these values to be at maximum so we can become total fatties. Morph low means the skinniest we can get. No need to touch it. Now let's finally begin the game and test our new mods. Wait, let me see if I can get cuter looking clothes. Never mind, I'll get fat anyway. Check it out. We can now turn around, move around. We don't move like a tank anymore.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
Now let's try to dodge. Press the dodge key and you'll do a forward roll. Press the dodge key while holding left or right and you'll do a side step. Now let's buy some food from the inn and let's try to fatten ourselves up. No body shaming, fat pride, hoo-ha.
What are you staring at?
Orgnar. Orgnar, are you listening?
We got rooms and food. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Okay, it is time to eat.
Ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Let's make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. Let me know if you need
Something
anything.
is wrong.
Or take a
Sometimes
seat by
no
the fire
animation
and I'll
plays
send
when eating
someone
and I'm
over.
not getting fat. Let's visit the Animated Eating Mod menu. There is a maintenance button there for situations like this. Sometimes mods don't always work when you first install them. That's just the way it is. You'll notice that the food being eaten on the upper left of the screen keeps showing up, but no animation plays. Troubleshooting is definitely part of playing with mods. Okay, let's get this over with. Go to Animated Eating Mod menu and click the maintenance button. Now it's done. Let's try eating again. Oh yes, it worked. Look how I got fatter quickly with the next meal. You might also notice that we now actually chew while eating instead of being stone-faced. Oh yeah, look at my curves. Look, we're near maximum weight. We're at 1.8. The maximum weight is 2. Let's eat some more to be totally fat. My curves have become bulges. Oh yeah, look at my super fat ass. Okay, now let's try the Heartbreaker and Violence mods and see how they affect our kills. That lady over there seems to be a good target.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
I'm the Mutilator. It's my business to break your skull. Oh yeah, look at that. Her face came off, but she's still alive. Haha. Let's rip her heart out. You need better position. Let's back away a bit and try ripping her heart out again.
I can use the practice.
Your heart is mine!
You're making me angry.
Might as well slaughter everyone else in here. Beautiful blood spurt.
Last mistake.
Violence mod in action. He's still twitching, hell yeah.
Please, someone do something!
Come on, open up door. I want to kill Hadvar.
That's close.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Let's see what you've got. I'll have your head. You're dead.
I love a good fight.
Finish him. I'm too fat, can't dodge roll to safety. Now where are the children? There they are. They can join their families. They should thank me.
This is what you want, huh? Don't hurt me.
Do something!
That was a wrestling move. She was quite soft-headed. My head caught an arrow. Let's find the culprit. That's enough fun for now. I hope you enjoyed our time murdering people and fattening up. Go take a break and continue installing more mods later.
Chapter 5, Population and Followers.
Welcome back. Let's install more mods. Navigate to your 04 Population and Followers folder and install the first mod. Unlimited hostile encounters is used to create random enemy spawns in the world, and you can change almost every aspect of it. Populated Skyrim Hell Edition increases the amount of people everywhere so that the world would feel livelier. Nether's follower framework allows us to hire almost anyone, and we can customize how we want these followers to act. There are no new animations, so we can simply click Run to start the game and begin testing these mods. Start a new game, of course, so that our game will be fresh. In the mod menu, go to the Follower Framework mod and follow the settings. Basically, followers usually go do their own thing and can stay very far away from you. I want them to stick close at all times. This is why I disabled Sandbox mode. I also want them to come to me as quickly as possible, so these numbers have to be lowered. The gameplay section contains things that your followers are able to do. They all have descriptions, so it should be easy for you to customize. You can even learn skills from each other. In the interaction section, you can set their behavior. I like them being aggressive. Also, be sure to enable expendable recruits if you want to be able to hire random people. I want free followers, so let's put their cost down to 0. In the system section, you can assign keys to command your followers. You can also save your profile or presets, so you can just load these settings in new games. In the Populated Hell mod, you can sodomize it to make the game harder by adding even more enemies. In Unlimited Hostile Encounters, You can set the probability of enemies showing up during day and night times. You can even change how safe being near the road is or how dangerous being in the wilderness is. There are so many options to play with. I don't want trails to be safe, put it to 0. Okay, let's start recruiting people. A lot of travelers go to the ends of every town or city. Check there for people to recruit. You can have up to 10 followers. Let's recruit this guy and offer him 0 gold.
How much? For that price? Sure.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do? How about...
Ain't used to strangers here in Riverwood.
Papyrus isn't too friendly with strangers. How much? For that price? Sure.
I heard Lucan yelling the other... How much? For that price? Sure. Hey, no fair! Get her stumped!
Staying safe, I hope?
What can I do for you? Yes. How much? For that price? Sure.
Out of my way,
Good afternoon. How much? For that price? Sure.
Yes. How much? For that price? Sure.
Good afternoon.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business. The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. How much? For that price? Sure.
Did you hear me?
Yep. ale's
Usually
going
it
bad.
works, but there will be
guess you don't
times
have
that
potatoes
people
in
will
yours
refuse
after
to join for whatever
How much?
Make sure
reason.
we get a fresh batch in soon.
Nah,
Well,
I don't think
let me know
so.
if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here
I'll press the
somewhere.
right arrow key, because that's my command party key, while looking at this guy and ask my followers to attack him. Good job, team. He's dead.
Poor bastard's better off.
Need something? How much? For that price? Sure.
Now I'll just press the up arrow key while looking at this lady to ask my followers to attack her.
I can use the practice.
You can't win this!
Let's go outside and make our party fight the entire town.
Time to end this little game.
Damn, even the chicken is angry at us.
I'll see you in pieces.
Good job stabbing his butt, little child. Oh, the wenches of this town want to fight. Come bring it. Oh my god, I'm sorry, child. I didn't mean to take your face away. What a trooper. Even though his head is just a bloody skull, he continues to fight for me.
I may be old, but I can put up a fight. I'll bury you. You're good as dead. That's all you've got.
Good job, team. The Skull Kid is smart. He went behind the guard to attack.
Stupid dog.
Stupid dog.
Let's go outside and see what our party can find. Oh no, the wolves. Come on, dear followers. Kill them for me. Nice. More people to kill. Let's go, team. Kill them all. Dear Lord, I smacked the face off this guy and then rock-bottomed him. Let's go inside that building and harass people inside.
Welcome. I'm the owner and proprietor of Hunting Brew Meadery. Now, if you'll excuse me...
The guards found us. Kill them all. Leave no survivor.
Careful with that!
If you're looking to purchase any meat... How much? For that price? Sure.
Thanks for joining. Now let's kill your former friends. There should still be one hiding. Let's find him. He must have escaped. Let's just leave.
Ouch! Hey!
Enemies! Everyone, attack!
Oh no, I'm sorry. You were on my team. Now you're dead. Don't worry, team. I'll be more careful so I don't accidentally smash your head. Let's invade their little mountain hideout.
Go down so easily. I'll carry you. I'm sort of... Who's there? Rodolphe? That you? Hey! Somebody get down here! Help!
So, you...
What was that?
Where are you?
He got me!
Leave me alone!
Time for revenge. Headless, just the way I want it. No, it's time to take a break. Continue installing more mods later.
Chapter 6, Naughty.
Welcome back. Now let's install some naughty mods. Navigate to your 05 folder and install the first mod. FNIS is just like Nemesis. It works on animations. It's outdated, but unfortunately it's required by some naughty mods. Be sure to fix it and right-click its data directory and choose Set to Data Directory. Now let's add FNIS to the toolbar menu. Go to the toolbar, click Edit, then click Add from File. Navigate to your modding folder. Go inside MO2. Go inside Mods. Go inside FNIS Behavior folder. Go inside Tools folder. Go inside Generate FNIS for Users folder. Choose Generate FNIS for Users.exe and click Open. Click Apply and click OK. You should now see Generate FNIS for Users added to the toolbar drop-down menu. Now install the Sex Lab framework. It is the foundation of the sex mods we will be installing. It doesn't automatically show its name, so pick it from the drop-down menu before proceeding to the usual installation procedures. Ah, the lady vampire found me. I have to escape.
That Nazim escaped me. I guess I'll take over the installation narration. Install the Creature framework. This allows you to engage in romance with non-humans. From the drop-down menu, pick its name. Next, install SLAL. Pick its name from the drop-down menu. Next, install FNIS Creature Pack. This contains all the sexy animations for monsters and animals alike. Fix it, right-click on Data and choose Set as Data Directory. Next, install more nasty critters to allow the various monsters and animals in the game to have romantic relations with you. Fix it, choose Data, right-click it, set it to Directory. Let's give men their dicks by installing Schlongs of Skyrim. You can choose as you like, but I recommend just following along. Go install the extra 2 dicks for variety. Finally, install Yamata, which is a mod which allows characters to lose their clothing and armor during battle. It also allows characters to reconcile with their enemies by making love after fighting. Now let's disable Nemesis on the left side. The reason is that we will be using FNIS to work on the creature animations because those mods require FNIS specifically. Now on the drop-down toolbar, choose Generate FNIS for User and then click Run. Now from the list below, enable Skeleton Fix and TK Dodge Ultimate Combat. Now click Update FNIS Behavior. For some reason it acts strangely. I usually minimize Mod Organizer 2 so I can see that FNIS generation is already done. Be patient, it's quite slow, but it will tell you when it's done. When it's done, you'll see the number of animations it worked on. You can now finally close FNIS. Now it is time to enable Nemesis once again because we will be using it to work on the animations as well. Now it is time to disable FNIS behavior because we are done with it. From the drop-down toolbar, choose Nemesis and click Run. Choose Update Engine. Make sure that all the True Directional Movement, TK Dodge and Ultimate Combat mods are still enabled in Nemesis. Hit Launch Nemesis Behavior Engine. Now go to the toolbar menu, choose SKSE and click Run so we can try to have romantic relations with people and creatures. And make sure the FNIS file is enabled in the Plugins tab. At this point, we don't really need to mess with the naughty mods, but feel free to look at them now if you wish. The real action begins when we are in the game world. Now that you have satisfied your curiosity, start the game. Go to the Sex Lab mod and click install so that it will activate its many features. It will take a while. You will have to exit the mod menu and come back to get things going. It is weird, but that's simply how it works. It is still not done working. Exit and come back to the menu after a little while. When it's done, you'll see a little note on the upper left corner telling you that it's ready. If you prefer taking your time watching love scenes, disable the auto advance feature. Now you'll have to press spacebar each time you want the love scene to progress. Automatic free cam means you can move your camera around to watch the love scene. You also may want to enable creature animations if you want to get romantic with them. If you're trying to click on something and it's not working, exit the menu and come back again. It's a weird bug and that's the only way to fix it. Adjusting victim and aggressor positions mean the game will try to prevent them from floating or doing weird things. Enable the facial expressions and others if you wish. They're all totally optional. SL Animation Loader is where you enable and register animations. Most of the time you won't have to do it. If you don't see creature animations enabled, then enable them and choose register. Exit the menu and come back, and that's how you finish it. In Yahmete, click Enable and you'll finally be able to use it. Raber's Mercy means you can initiate romantic relations with someone by targeting them and using this power. Increase NPC aggressor values to 100% if you want to ensure that they will get intimate with you after a fight. These are the conditions that will trigger romantic actions. You can even lose clothes and armor if you get hit, which will encourage enemies to get romantic. This is where you can set up who can romance who. Something seems off with her breasts. They seem too firm. Anyway, let's see what happens if she engages in love with someone.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe never.
Let's head outside town and find a lover. This girl is a fan of werewolves. Let's invite a werewolf. Oh, with a werewolf with cock and balls. And look at your clothes fall off as you get it. Your breasts have gone haywire. Look at them. That is a sign there is something wrong with your skeleton. We can easily fix this. Exit the game first. Now let's find XP32 maximum skeleton and uninstall it. That's right, uninstall so that we can install a fresh one. Right-click on it and choose Remove Mod. Now navigate to your 01 Animations and Improved Character Maker folder and then choose the XP32 skeleton mod to install it. Just follow the same settings as before. Good, now let's get back into the game and hope your breasts don't go stretching in unimaginable ways anymore. The next time that Sex Lab and other mods have fully loaded, save your game. When you save your game, you won't have to wait for them to load all over again. Now we have to be patient. Hey, it worked. Your breasts are soft and jiggly again. They won't stretch like Mr. Fantastic anymore. This time, save the game so that you won't have to go through the entire waiting process again for Sex Lab and the naughty mods.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe.
Okay, it's the moment of truth. Let's head back out and meet our werewolf friend once again for round 2. Woo, that was intense. Let's go to town and see where our friend Werewolf went. No, they killed our lover. Oh well.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
Let's fool around some more. We need friends.
Yes?
Hey, join my romantic adventure.
How much?
The follower framework can be bugged sometimes. Even if you load a profile or setting, it will forget how much hiring people costs. You have to set the amount back to whatever you want and save the profile again.
All right.
Hey, join my romantic adventure.
How much?
See, it worked.
Nah,
now we can
I
hire
don't
people
think
for
so.
nothing again. Of course, they can still refuse us. Let's go inside and find some willing partners.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
How much?
Ragnar the Red.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from
Yes?
Auroric Stead.
How much? Did you hear me? For that price? Sure.
This guy looks like Danny Trejo.
How much? Nah, I don't think so.
Danny Trejo rejected us. Damn it.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. How much? For that price? Sure.
Orgnar is always willing to accompany us.
It's my business
Good
to
boy.
keep track of strangers.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Nah, I don't think so.
What do you want?
Never should have come.
Somebody help.
Mercy!
Let's play with bandits.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Well, nice kill, girl.
Someone there?
On your side!
Let's invite an entire gang of bandits.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh my god, this guy came back to life because he's so in love with me. I'm flattered. That's enough naughtiness for now. Go take a break, a long break, and return for the final chapter of installing mods.
Chapter 7, ENB Graphics. Welcome to the final chapter of installing mods. Go to your Skyrim Special Edition mods folder and navigate to 06 ENB Graphics folder. Open the first mod called ENB Series Archive. Go inside the wrapper version folder. Now open your Skyrim game folder because we will be transferring 2 files from the archive there. From the archive, highlight the 2D 3D files and drag them into the Skyrim folder. Next, let's go back to the Mod Organizer 2 program. Navigate to the 06 ENB Graphics folder and install the second mod. Install the third mod, which is the ENB Helper. Install the fourth mod, which is Picturesque Part 1. Finally, go to the actual 06 ENB Graphics folder and open the 5th mod archive. Highlight both the ENB Series folder and the ENB Series.ini files and drag them into your Skyrim folder. Now let's hit run and wait for ENB to do its thing. Loading the game with ENB enabled can take a long time depending on how powerful your computer and graphics cards are. You know that ENB is active when you see text relating to ENB appear on the upper left corner of your game while it loads. It took around 2 minutes for my game to load with ENB. That's just how it is. ENB is just a graphics mod, so it should be fine to just continue with any saved game file you have. Oh well, just look at that. Now our world is more colorful and pretty. Come and let's explore. I love Riverwood. The rivers are sparkling beautiful, the mountains are majestic, the clouds are peaceful, and the blood is bright red. It's so easy to want to live in this beautiful world away from the real world's pollutions and trash. Oops, yeah, meta is active so we lose pieces of clothing whenever we get hit. Let's get dressed to bring our dignity back. Now isn't this such a lovely sight? Don't you want to just jump right in and go swimming? Anyway, you might be wondering, how do you disable ENB? That's very simple, close the game and go to the Skyrim folder. We will rename both of the D3D files. Just right-click on them, click rename, and then just add a letter somewhere. I add an X at the very end. Now restart the game and you'll notice ENB won't be on anymore and we'll be back to plain old drab Skyrim. Oh man, the difference is too much. Without ENB, it's so dark and depressing. Let's renable ENB, go back to the Skyrim folder and simply rename the D3D files back to normal, so just remove whatever letter you added earlier. The loading time is too long. I need a better computer and a modern graphics card, if only I had the money to buy those. Thank goodness. Don't worry, in actual gameplay, ENB loads fast. It's just really at the startup where it takes a very long time to load. Well, that's it. Congratulations. You've successfully installed more than 50 mods. Hopefully you've learned how to do it yourself so you can just download any mod and install it yourself. Have fun.
Congratulations for reaching the end of this guide. Hopefully you have learned how to install mods using Mod Organizer 2. You can now download all sorts of mods without fear. Good luck and have fun.
Speak quickly.
Watch it.